This is the Nissan Primera P10 of 1995. So the 2023 service of this particular automobile was including oil change that were inhaled Nissan official oil make at about 6 to 7.5 liters of new oil. So this means that the car has to be driven in low RPMs, low rounds per minute, for the first 500-1000 kilometers, in order for the oil to have the proper adjustment to the thermal elevations of the engine and to cooperate smoothly with the performance of the cylinders and the valves. The other thing that was made was that we have changed the oil filter. The air filter was okay, and they have pointed the archi mechanic that there is further necessity to overchange, as you can see here, the elastic rods, the connectors of the dynamo to the kinetic axles. The elastic rods of the dynamo must be replaced within a month. And the second requirement of the car was that if the camera is able to show, even though it's dark below the surface of the car, there are some connective rods of the wheel to the anarthesis, to the suspension, that are called disconnectors. There are some small metallic rods that are connecting the main wheel to the suspension, the anarthesis as we call it in Greek orology. So both these rod connections to the left and to the right wheel, they have to be changed. The overall cost of this service to be completed with these new observations, these new requirements, is reaching up to 199, let's say 200 euros. Also there was an issue with the starting process of the car, that it starts with low RPMs, and this is due to the lack of proper infusion of gasoline from the pump to the main engine compartment. And the simple solution, because in the commercial market for a 28 to 34 years old car, 33 years old car, doesn't exist in the market any valve or pump for the gasoline. The recommendation of the archi mechanic was to facilitate the engine ignition, was to ignite the electric systems once, twice, and thrice, in order for the engine to start complacently. And let's test it with a third effort for the pumping valve of the fuel. it has taken, and slowly the RPMs are elevating. You have noticed a little difficulty, but this is not an actual problem. It is a sense of lack of initial gasoline infusion from the pump to the engine. Okay, so this is the actual method to confront the low RPM starting of the engine. We can see now that the RPMs are perfectly adjusted at 900-950 RPMs, which is the very normal position for the RPM counter for an engine starting procedure. After all, it is this particular a 28 years old car. Thankfully, thanks to God, it is still operating. We can only say this.